Hi guys, thanks for hitting that play button. In this video we're going to show you how to set up Warzone in 120Hz for the PS5. 120Hz support has just been added for the PS5 in the Season 4 update. It's been about on Xbox Series X for a bit, but PS5 is finally getting it now. The benefits of it being in 120Hz is that it's going to give you the edge on those 50-50 gunfights, the gulag, because let's face it, we all need a bit of help in the gulag and in the game in general. Reason being is because it's going to cut down your input lag and it's going to make the game run smoother and feel much more responsive, just giving you that edge. There's 3 easy steps that we're going to talk you through that you have to set within settings to get it to play in 120Hz. But before we go into them, I'd just like to say that obviously they're only applicable if you have a TV or a monitor that can output 120, so just check that before you move on to these steps. And if you don't, when you do get a monitor or a TV in the future, then obviously come back and I'll talk you through it then. So what we do is we press triangle on the DualSense initially as a little shortcut, move up to settings, press X on settings, and then we want to navigate down to screen and video. Press X on that, move across and down to enable 120Hz output. You'll see I've already got it set to automatic, and that's the setting it needs to be on so that when you play a game like Warzone, which is capable of 120Hz output, or any PS5 game for that matter, it needs to be on automatic. So back out, and step 2 is just as important as step 1. You go down to save data and game app settings. Within that we go to game presets, and then across to performance mode or resolution mode. Pressing X on that, you'll see you have 3 settings. It will default to game default if you haven't already been in and had a tinker, which you probably haven't, you wouldn't be watching this video. What you need to have it set on is what I've got it set on, which is performance mode. So game developers tend to default to resolution mode if you've got it set to game default, which is great if you want that 4K crispiness, HDR goodness, but for Warzone that will mean outputting in 60Hz, which is not what we want. So make sure it's on performance mode, and that will be the same for any first person shooters like Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War also can put out 120. So you want that set to performance mode also. So coming back out, and third and final step is exclusive to Warzone, to my knowledge. You want to go back into screen video and across and down to HDR. Now you see I've got HDR set to off. Pressing X on that, you have 3 options there also. HDR is not supported in Warzone, outputting at 4K and 120, so just make sure it's always set to off. If you have it on anything else, always on or on when supported, it will fire it into HDR and it'll be capped at 60Hz. So just make sure it's set to off. But remember, when you're playing anything else that you want to take advantage of the HDR, to jump back into this menu and select either always on or when supported. Just a wee side note, I'd put it on when supported, because especially if you play a lot of older games, PS4 back catalogue, they weren't designed to be viewed in HDR. So the PS5 will put them in like a fake HDR if you like. So I would put it to on when supported, so you're only getting it when you're supposed to get it basically. That's my tip. So back out, it's as simple as that. That's the 3 settings, the 3 steps covered, and I've already got Warzone booted up. However, when you do this video, when you go through these steps for the first time, make sure Warzone isn't booted up already. You can't put these settings on when the game's already running. You have to put the settings on and then boot it up for it to trigger at 120. Okay, I've already got mine running, so just to show you, so I'm already in Warzone in the lobby, and then if you push down the PlayStation button on your DualSense, it'll take you back out to the home menu, into settings like before, down to screen video, and this time we want to go into video output information. Pressing X on that will show you that information. Right at the top you've got resolution. You'll notice it says 380/40 times 2160. That just means 4K resolution, and you'll see 120Hz next to it, so it's outputting at 120, and that's what we're looking for. If you've got that on this confirmatory check screen if you like, then you've followed all the steps and you're good to go, and your monitor or your TV clearly supports 120. If you're struggling with it, check down the bottom where it says information for connected HDMI device. Where it says supported will tell you basically if your TV can support it or not. Obviously you'll see on my TV, because I have a TV that supports it, it says 120 for HDR and non-HDR. And that's what you're looking for if you've got a TV that supports it. Alright, simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, if you found it useful, give it a wee like. This is a brand new channel. I'm planning on doing some more PS5 stuff, so 4K Blu-ray, general tech, gaming and geekery, basically. Alright, so I'll be doing more stuff in the future, so if you want to see what that is and you're keen to know what it is, then hit that subscribe button. So thanks again for watching. Cheers.